Hello everyone, my name is Mehnaaz. I'm from First Sem PC, Government SKSJTI Technological Institute. Today, my topic is about fundamental rights. Let's look forward to what are fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are the basic human rights enriched in the Constitution of India, which are guaranteed to all the citizens. They're applied without discrimination on the basis of race, religion, gender. Article 12 to 35 of the Indian Constitution deals with fundamental rights. These human rights are conferred upon the citizens of India, but the Constitution tells that these rights are inviolable. Fundamental right protects the liberties and freedom of citizens against any invasion by the state and prevents the establishment of authoritarian and dictatorial rule in the country. They are very essential for the all-round development of individuals and the country. Fundamental rights are the rights that apply to all the citizens irrespective of gender, caste, or religion. The law guarantees and protects these rights, and violations are subject to judicial actions. The fundamental rights aim to uphold equality, dignity, and unity of the nation by empowering people with constitutional support. So let's look forward to why are they called as fundamental rights. These rights are called fundamental rights because of the two reasons. They are enriched in the Constitution, which guarantees them. They are justiciable. Okay. So next is what are the six fundamental rights? Right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, right to constitutional remedies. Let's look forward to what do each of the fundamental rights explain. Right to equality. This fundamental right is included in Article 14 to 18. Right to equality guarantees equal rights for everyone, irrespective of religion, gender, caste, race, or place of birth. It ensures equal employment opportunities in the government and ensures against discrimination by the state in matters of employment on the basis of caste, religion. This right also includes the abolition of titles as well as untouchability. Next one is right to freedom. This fundamental right is included in Article 19 to 20. Freedom is one of the most important ideals cherished by any democratic society. The Indian Constitution guarantees freedoms to citizens. The freedom right includes many rights such as freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of assembly without arms, freedom of association, freedom to practice any profession, and freedom to reside to any part of the country. Next one is right against exploitation. This fundamental right is included in Article 23 to 24. This right implies the prohibition of traffic in human beings and other forms of forced labor. It also implies the prohibition of children in factories. The Constitution prohibits the employment of children under 14 years in hazardous conditions. Next one is right to freedom of religion. This fundamental right is included in Article 25 to 28. This indicates the secular nature of the Indian polity. There is equal respect given to all the religions. There is freedom of conscience, profession, practice, and propagation of the religion. The state has no official religion. Every person has the right to freely practice his or her faith, establish and maintain religious and charitable institutions. Next one is cultural and educational rights. This fundamental right is included in Article 29 to 30. These rights protect the right of religious, cultural, and linguistic minorities by facilitating them to preserve their heritage and culture. Educational rights are for ensuring education for everyone without any discrimination. And the last one is right to constitutional remedies. This fundamental right is included in Article 32 to 35. The Constitution guarantees remedies if citizens' fundamental rights are violated. The government cannot infringe upon or curb anyone's right. When these rights are violated, the aggrieved party can approach the court. Citizens can even go directly to the Supreme Court, which can issue writs for enforcing fundamental rights. So I hope you've understood all the 6 fundamental rights. Let us look forward to some of the features of fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are the basic human rights enriched in the Constitution, and they are applied without discrimination on the basis of religion, gender, etc. Significantly, fundamental rights are enforceable by the court, subject to certain conditions. They are justiciable, implying they are enforceable by the courts too. Okay, people can approach the Supreme Court directly in case of violation of fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are not absolute rights; they are reasonable restrictions, which means they are subject to the conditions of the state, country, state security, public morality and decency, and friendly relations with foreign countries. They are justiciable, implying they are enforceable by the courts. People can approach the Supreme Court directly in case of violation of fundamental rights. So let us look forward towards the importance of fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are very important because they are like the backbone of the country. They're essential for safeguarding the people's interests. The fundamental rights were included in the constitution because they were considered essential for the development of personality of every individual and to preserve the human dignity. These fundamental rights help not only in the protection but also the prevention of gross violations of human rights. These emphasized on the fundamental unity of India by guaranteeing to all the citizens the access and the use of the same facilities, irrespective of their background. Some fundamental rights apply for persons of any nationality, whereas others are available only to the citizens of India. So let us look forward to the limitations of the fundamental rights. First one, social and economic rights are not included. Second one, lack of clarity. Third one, subject to such changes or abolishment. Fourth one, suspension during emergencies. Fifth one, preventive detentions. Sixth one, expensive judicial process. And seventh one, restriction of laws. Now, in conclusion, overall, the fundamental rights are guaranteed and protected by the Constitution and are applicable to every citizen of India without any discrimination. Fundamental rights are the backbone of the country and are crucial for safeguarding citizens' interests in maintaining life with freedom and equality. So hope you've understood what are the fundamental rights, their significance, and everything. Thank you for watching and have a good day.